The sad truth about human nature is that many people will admire your kindness while secretly taking advantage of it. The more available you become, the less valuable you appear. And the worst part? Most people don't realize they're being disrespected until it slowly destroys their confidence. Welcome to Human Nature Wisdom, a place where we explore psychology, emotional intelligence, human behavior, and the painful truths most people learn too late. Because understanding people changes the way you see the world. Part 1. Why nice people get disrespected. Many people grow up believing kindness guarantees love, respect, and loyalty. But real life often teaches a much harsher lesson. Human beings naturally value what feels limited, rare, difficult to control, which means when someone becomes endlessly available, endlessly forgiving, endlessly sacrificing, people slowly stop appreciating them, not always consciously, but psychologically. The person who always says yes slowly becomes expected, not respected. This is why many kind people feel emotionally exhausted. They give everything, yet still feel unseen, unappreciated, and emotionally drained. Because kindness without boundaries creates imbalance, and imbalance eventually destroys respect. Part 2. People test your limits. One of the darkest truths about human behavior is that people often test your limits before they respect them. Some people will interrupt you constantly, cancel plans repeatedly, ignore your feelings, use your time carelessly, and continue doing it as long as you tolerate it. Weak people pay attention to what they can get away with, not what is morally right. And when someone never pushes back, never says no, never creates consequences, disrespect quietly grows. This is why emotional intelligence matters. Because emotionally intelligent people recognize patterns early. They notice when kindness becomes exploitation, when support becomes expectation, when loyalty becomes emotional slavery. Most people never talk about these things. That's why channels like Human Nature Wisdom exist. Part 3. Why boundaries create respect. Boundaries are not cruelty. They are self-respect. And psychologically, people often respect boundaries more than sacrifice. Because boundaries communicate emotional stability, discipline, confidence. Someone who can calmly say, no, without guilt, appears emotionally stronger than someone constantly seeking approval. This is why emotionally healthy people protect their time carefully, their energy carefully, their peace carefully. They understand something important. Not everyone deserves unlimited access to you. And strangely, the moment people realize they can lose you, their behavior often changes. Because absence creates awareness, scarcity creates value, and self-respect changes social dynamics completely. Part 4. The loneliness of self-respect. Unfortunately, growth creates distance. The moment you stop overgiving, some people become uncomfortable. They accuse you of changing, becoming cold, becoming selfish. But the truth is, you simply stopped abandoning yourself. Many relationships survive only because one person tolerates disrespect endlessly, and when that tolerance disappears, the relationship collapses. Not because you became toxic, but because unhealthy people lost emotional control over you. This is one of the loneliest parts of self-respect. Realizing some people only loved your convenience, not your value. But emotionally mature people eventually understand. Peace is more important than forced connection. Part 5. The power of emotional detachment. Truly strong people are not emotionally reactive. They do not beg for attention, chase validation, or force relationships. They understand that emotional detachment creates clarity. Not every conflict deserves your energy. Not every person deserves your loyalty. And not every relationship deserves another chance. Emotional detachment does not mean becoming cold-hearted. It means learning when to stop sacrificing yourself for people who would never do the same for you. Because the older you become, the more you realize. Protecting your peace is a form of wisdom. Kindness is powerful. But kindness without boundaries becomes self-destruction. The strongest people are not cruel. They simply learned that peace requires distance from those who exploit softness. And sometimes, the most important form of self-love is learning when to walk away. If this video spoke to you, you're not alone. Human nature becomes much clearer once you begin paying attention. Subscribe to Human Nature Wisdom for more videos about psychology, emotional intelligence, discipline, and the hidden truths behind human behavior. Stay calm, stay aware, and protect your peace.